understand this. Is there somebody in spirit who actually lost both their legs?
Yes.
Who's this to you, honey?
This would be my uncle.
Okay. Which uncle is he? Say his name.
Jack.
Okay, Uncle Jack. Oh, there's another Jack behind him.
Yeah.
His dad? Is that his dad or somebody else?
That's his grandfather.
Okay.
His grandfather.
Okay. All right. Because I really just literally had a man walking in on his knees.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to bring his love to you. And then the second Jack wants to bring his love to you. And then there's another J.A. Is there a J?
There's a Jack in the living, too.
There's a Jack in the living. Okay, because I just saw the J.A. I didn't see the spirit person. All right. And love to that Jack in the living as well.
Okay.
And the person who had the broken piano all those years.
My grandma.
Okay. She steps up and says, darn, that thing never worked.
And it still doesn't.
She brings her love.
Thank you.
And who's got the initial S as a last name?
S as a last name. S as a
It seems to start the second name, or maybe it's a middle name.
Well, my husband's name is Sam.
But that's a first name.
Yes.
It actually feels like it starts a second name. It's after something else. I think it's someone in the in the spirit world. So just think about it and find out who it might be. But it feels like it's a second name. I keep hearing second name with the S, second name with the S. Was Sam named something else before he used Sam?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And his dad is in spirit? Okay. That's who telling me this. Okay. What was his name before it was Sam?
I'd rather keep that private.
Okay. It was worse than Emil, huh? Okay. All right. All right. So, but will you bring Sam his dad's love? Okay. Okay. God bless you, dear. Now, whom did I miss? I know there were Helens galore over here. Okay. Let me go back to the Helens, okay? And then, yes. Okay. So you had a Helen, and you had a...
Grandmother. She was a step-grandmother, and then she had a bee with her.
Oh, the bee. Helen with the bee. Okay.
Yes.
And who's the bee with her?
That is her daughter, Beverly.
Oh, that's right. And Beverly's in the living.
Correct.
And Beverly has children.
She has one.
And give me the name and age of the child.
He's my half-brother. His name is Max, and he is going to be 14.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry, he just turned 14.
Okay. All right. And has Beverly been kind of having some frustration with Max at this moment in time? Are you guys close enough to know about this?
She might be having a little bit with him. I mean, he doesn't get into any trouble or anything like that. He just always doesn't pay attention. Jeez, I wonder if that sounds like...
What?
He's a little like me, where he doesn't always stay focused.
Okay. Well, it feels as if I'm going to Beverly's child in the living. Okay. And Grandma Helen here is talking about trying to keep him. They cut a piece of pie, and you know how you cut pieces of pie like this, okay? But instead of cutting pieces of pie like that, they take this piece and then they cut an even smaller piece. So in order to give him his pie, as a metaphor, we need to give it in smaller doses.
Okay.
Okay? Smaller doses. So if he can't stay focused, if that's the problem that he's having, and he needs to do his math homework, instead of doing all of his math homework at once, let's do 15 minutes of the math homework and then go back to it later. Give him a little piece, a little dose. Will you give her that message?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. And she's been thinking about bridge work, and she hasn't gotten it.
Okay.
And Spirit says, go ahead and get it.
Okay, they did take her. You're referring to
I'm thinking
my
Beverly.
grandmother?
No, I'm talking about Beverly.
Oh, you're thinking Beverly might need some bridge work?
Yeah.
That I can't verify, but I can
Okay.
pass that on.
Okay. Why, did your grandma have bridge work?
No, but at the end, she was not wearing her teeth because she had lost weight and her teeth weren't fitting, yes.
That not impossible that's that, but it feels like it was a message about get the bridge work.
Okay.
Okay, good, get the bridge work.
Okay.
And it felt like it was to Beverly.
Okay.
All right, great. All right, and who else had the Helen?
Oh, no, I had polio.
You had a Helen. Oh, yeah, I have to come to you because I'll come back to you in a second. And who's the person who had the polio?
My grandmother.
And who's Jackson?
I don't know.
Who's got a Jackson? Who's Jackson?
Jim Jackson is a cousin of mine who had polio.
Oh, thank you.
there
Thank
go.
you very much. I'm sorry I'm not with you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I had, as I stepped up, and even, but this is, piggyback, because it was when I walked right by you that I felt like my legs twisted up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I will come to you,
Okay.
but your Jackson piggybacked onto her because they connect through the polio, okay? So, and there's another Jim. Is that in the living or in spirit? You said his name is Jim Jackson?
Right.
And I hear Jim echo, so that means there's a second person. Who's got the Jim?
Not on that side.
It doesn't have to be on that side.
I have a living uncle, Jim.
Okay, all right, that's all right, even though that's not on that side and he's a living uncle?
Right.
You don't have a Jackson, do you?
No, I have a gym.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with him, and I'll see if I have another thing for Jim. But I'm just connecting with you with another name in the living. And who's got the, double R? Double R. Two people with an R, or somebody with two initials, RR. Oh, somebody who worked on a railroad? RR, I see RR.
My father
My
worked on the
grandfather
railroad.
did.
I don't know of any.
This is,
Oh,
oh, okay, all right. She's in the living? Okay. It felt as if I was having a man give me the RR. So I am hopping between you, and I've got the Jim, and I've got the RR. Her dad's in spirit.
yes.
Would you please bring her dad's love?
Okay.
Was he a preacher? Who was the preacher?
I don't know who the preacher was. That came up earlier. I don't know who it is.
It came that you've had that message before? I want to bring you the preacher. And the preacher also is very involved with your spiritual work. Okay? You don't have a preacher?
No.
Okay. It felt like I was with you, but there's a preacher in the spirit world. So see if you can find out who that is. But it came after the RR, and so it might be on somewhere on your mom's side or one of her friends or something like that. All right? Do you know someone who signed? Because when I was talking to you, actually it started when I was doing the RR. Do you know someone who signed?
I used to know how, but no.
You used to know how? The letters?
Just the alphabet.
Just the alphabet? Okay. My hand made the RR. Okay, so, and I get that when people in the living know that. So it definitely was for you, although we already figured that out, but my hand was signing. Yes?
I do have an RR. I don't know if
And who is that?
I have a grandfather that was his first name and last name were both R's.
Is his first name Richard?
No.
Okay. I don't think I'm with you.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I'm over here, but yes, you have an RR
My
too?
mother-in-law was Rita Rose, and her business she owned was R&R Services, and her daughter Carol is a sign language teacher.
Oh, okay. Well, love to your mom from her dad anyway, and I'm gonna pop over for her, a message for her, because my hand is, that's how I got the RR, is I got the R twice. And so, she has a business, what's the name of the,
R&R Services was the business that she had.
oh, she doesn't have it anymore.
She's passed. And
Oh,
her
she's in
name
the spirit
is
world.
Rita Rose is her name.
Oh, okay, all right, thank you. Then
for
she's stepping up
R&R.
and just
her
wants you to.
husband's name was Robert, so there's...
Okay, all right, she's stepping up and wants you to know that she's approaching you.
And it was just her daughter that was the sign language teacher's birthday 3 days ago.
Oh, will you bring her love from her? Okay, who's got the U? That's a weird initial. Who's got the U?
I don't know. Susan.
Huh?
That's Susan? No,
Mhm.
that's you.
I'm gonna give you that to give to her daughter,
Okay.
okay? I don't know what it is, and it could be an initial for a company that could be important to your daughter, or a person, first name, last name, middle name, or it could even be a place name.
Okay.
But I'm getting this, which is a U,
Okay.
okay? All right. Much, much love. She did not want to go unnoticed because she just signed.
And Carol, the daughter that was the sign language teacher, took care of her mother. They
Okay.
lived with each other.
Oh, and is there somebody in that family who played the piano?
Carol.
Okay. And does she still play the piano?
Yes, she's a teacher, piano teacher
Okay.
as well.
Will you tell her that when she loves to hear the piano. Her mom loves to hear the piano. So whenever she's teaching, whenever she's playing,
And her mom bought her the piano, she
Ah.
teaches them.
okay. So she's bringing the piano music to her. Okay. Now, who else had